Hey guys, I'm Ariana if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. You can go ahead and turn on that post notification bell to be notified every time I post a video. Today's video, we are reviewing a whole bunch of new e.l.f. products that I have gotten. Just did their damn thing for this year, 2020, okay? And I'm so excited to try. Let me show you guys some of the things that I got that they came out with that we're going to be testing out today. Jump right in. So e.l.f. has come out with one of the things that I'm most excited to try is their new Hydrating Camo concealer. This is retails for $6. So they do have old concealers that are the 16-hour camo concealer, and that concealer is very popular. A lot of people really love that. I also have a couple of those concealers and I think that they perform really well. They are very full coverage, and some would even say that they are a dupe for the Shape Tape concealer by Tarte. The next couple things that I have is Beautifully Bare Smooth Matte Shadows. So these are liquid shadows. These were actually a free gift for a purchase over a set amount of money on the website. So I actually got these for free and I am excited to try them. I know that Huda Beauty has liquid shadows, that I am very excited to try these to see how they compare. I'm really interested in how this is going to work. I think that's a very interesting concept. So this is definitely a whole lot cheaper than those, so we're gonna see how these work out. The next thing that I will be reviewing is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So this primer has been raved about for a very long time. I don't think it's completely new, but it is new to me. So I got the Poreless Putty Primer. It does have like a pinkish tone to it. I know they have two other primers. This is the Poreless Putty Primer. They have a luminous putty primer and they have a matte putty primer. So I just got this one because I wanted to test it out and see how I like it myself. Another new thing that e.l.f. has come out with that I have been dying to try since like December has been the liquid shimmer shadows. So this reminds me of the Stila shadows. So I really wanted to try this because I do have Stila shadows, so I am excited to compare this to that because this was definitely cheaper. I think this was $5, so we're going to be testing this out as well. Next thing that I got from e.l.f. is Instant Lift Brow Pencil. So this is a retractable pencil and it does have a spoolie. I'm not sure how long this has been out. I don't think it's new, but I wanted to get it because I needed another brow pencil because my Fenty MVP brow pencil ran out. It's dead now. I'm so sad. So I bought another one and I've been constantly looking for ones that will like make me as happy as that one did. I do have a brow tutorial if you guys want to go watch that. It's up on my channel. And the last thing that I will be reviewing from e.l.f. is the Lip Plumping Gloss. So I actually had no idea that e.l.f. had this, so we're gonna try this out. And the last thing that I will be reviewing is e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette. So this is in the shade Acai. This is a purplish bluish shadow mini eyeshadow palette. This is a quad palette and this is only $3. So when I saw this come out, I had to review it because I am an eyeshadow connoisseur. So I really wanted to try this. From what I've seen, the pigmentation is really good and it's only $3. So that is like, where can you go wrong? How can you complain? So I'm excited to try this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing it. Next, I'm going to go in with the Poreless Putty Primer. So I have never used this before and I'm not really a primer person, but we're going to go ahead and see how this looks under my base. So this is what it looks like, brand new. I have not touched this at all. So I'm going to go in and put this on my face. So like I said, this does have like a pink tint to it. And on my skin, it does feel really nice. I'm just going to put it in the areas that my pores are kind of big, so I'm just gonna put it like in the middle of my face. My nose is definitely where all my pores like to come see the light of day. I can't really tell a difference looking at it without any makeup on, but we're gonna see how my foundation looks after I put on all this primer. For foundation, I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I know they came out with a dewy one that I'm also dying to try, but this is just the regular Photo Focus foundation and this is in the shade Desert Beige. So I haven't gotten a chance to pick up the dewy foundation, but I very much would like to try it. If you guys want to see a review on that, go ahead and leave a like down below and a comment on this video. I was at Five Below the other day, and their shade ranges of this foundation is horrendous. Okay, elf, I mean Wet n Wild, you need to check up on that. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with my foundation brush, and this is an elf foundation brush. I'm just gonna buff this into my skin, and we're gonna see how the foundation is looking. Okay, so I put on the foundation. I didn't set anything, so I wanted just to go in a little bit closer and take a look at my pores, so I can actually still see my pores right here. On my nose it does look a little bit more minimal than usual, but around my nose here my pores are definitely still there. It does look pretty good. My skin looks pretty even. We're gonna continue. The next thing that I'm gonna use, which I have anticipated for this moment, going in with my new elf camo concealer. Hydrating Camo concealer. Like I said before, they have a 16-hour camo concealer that is more matte. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. So this is the elf 16-hour camo concealer. This is in the shade Tan Sand, and then this is the new 16-hour hydrating concealer. This one is in the shade Medium Beige. The shades for both of these do not match, so if I were to get a Tan Sand in the hydrating concealer, the shade would not be the same as the regular 16-hour camo concealer. So keep that in mind if you guys are buying this. So I did purchase this online. I used the swatches on the girl's arm to pick the shade for me that I thought was right. So this actually looks really close to my skin color. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I like to use concealer for highlighting, so this one is definitely way lighter than me. The performance of this concealer is really great. It's very full coverage, although I would say that it dries down pretty fast, which does make it a little bit harder to blend out. So this one is a satin finish concealer, and we're gonna see how well this performs. Okay. So the applicator is a doe foot applicator. I learned that today. The color has some warm undertones to it. Yellow is looking like yellowish and orange right now. I'm gonna blend this out before I put it anywhere else on my face, because I'm not sure how I feel about it. I haven't been using sponges to blend out anything on my face recently because I've been taking a little break from sponges, so I'm gonna be blending this out with the Wet n Wild P55 brush. So this is a foundation brush, and I like to use this to blend out the concealer from under my eyes because I feel like the shape is really great for that. Okay, honestly it does look good. I feel like the coverage is pretty good as well. I actually really like it. I think it has to do with a lot, definitely the color. So I don't think that it brightened my under eye that much because of the color, but the coverage is really good, and the finish is supposed to be satin. I also feel like it's not as drying as the regular concealer, which is great. So I think it just gave my foundation another layer of coverage just right in the area that I put it under, to do a wear test just to see how long it lasts and what it does throughout the rest of the day. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face, and I'm going to do everything else, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to start on the eyebrows. I have set my whole entire face, I've set my under eyes, and I did want to say that after setting the under eyes, it does look pretty similar to what the regular 16-hour camo concealer looks like when set. So the difference between the two concealers is that one is a satin finish and one is more hydrating. The other one doesn't say that it's matte, but it is more dry than the new one. But regardless, if you set your concealer with powder, it will take away the luminosity of it and the satin finish, and it is just matte right now. We're going to go through the wear test, and at the end of the video I will be showing you what it looks like at the end of the day. I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. brow pencil. So this one is in the shade Taupe. I wanted a shade that was brown but more of an ashy brown because my hair is a little bit lighter at the ends, and I didn't want like a dark black or like a darker brown. Based the shade off of the model pictures on the website. It does come with a spoolie side and the pencil side, so I'm gonna go ahead and brush my brows, fill it in. I do really like the color of this pencil for my preference. The feel of it does feel a little bit cheap. I'm pretty sure this was like $3 or $4, but like I said, the color is really nice. I really like it, but the point of it is a little bit thicker than what I'm used to in a brow pencil. It's not really pointy or sharp or anything like that. It's just like a regular pencil. So if you did want some like definition, then this is not going to give you that. I think I like how they're looking so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and spoolie them just to soften it up and blend out this product. Okay, so I have noticed that for this eyebrow, not so much this one, but this one, after I spoolie it, the product like disappears right here where I need it the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back, and I'm not gonna spoolie it out, so it just blends away very easily. So I have to say that I really do like this product. I think my opinions are very much based on color. I really like the shade of this brow pencil for myself. It's exactly what I use. Alright, so I carved out my brows. I'm really liking these brows. I think it's because I also just did my brows yesterday, so I'm very much biased. I'm so sorry. This whole video is a waste. Just kidding. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with the eyeshadows. Eyeshadows, I have the Bite Size eyeshadow palette, and I also have these liquid eyeshadows. So I am gonna go in with one of these, and then we're gonna use the Bite Size shadow. This one is in the shade Nude Linen, so I'm just gonna put this in my transition area, and we're gonna see how it blends out and how it works. So I'm gonna apply this directly onto my eye, and I'm gonna be taking this e.l.f. eye blending brush. So I'm just gonna put this right in my transition area. So this shade does look a little bit light for my eyes. I don't know why I'm thinking it's like concealer or something. So these, I actually had no control over the shade of these. This one is the Nude Linen one, and this one is in the shade Soft Beige, which is like a nude but more of a pinkish nude. But we're going in with the like absolute nude, and we're just gonna go ahead and blend this out with a brush. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. It's like you can't really see it. So, I mean, I guess it's nice. I guess it did the job. It was pretty easy to blend, actually. It did look streaky in the beginning because it's like liquid shadow, and then I'm using it with a brush to blend it out. So I think it's fine. It looks cool. That was an interesting experience. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Let's see how the actual eyeshadows blend on this liquid shadow. If you've watched any of my eyeshadow review videos, I have said that I don't like to put on any primer or anything on my eyes just to see how these shadows really perform. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this really pretty baby blue shade, and I'm just gonna put this in the inner corner. Alright, this pigmentation is great. I love it. Look at this. This is so pretty. Alright, I'm just gonna blend that out, blend it out. Like, continue packing it on. I see a little bit of some holes as I disperse it through like the length of my eyelid. Next, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It is a shimmer shade, but it is kind of purple. This one is more like a glittery shimmer shade, and then this one is a matte. Okay, I think this is a really, really pretty shade. It's like one of those blue shades that look blue in the pan, but then it's like purple on your skin. So I'm just gonna wing this out, and then we're gonna blend it in with that last shade. There is some fallout on my face right here. I take my powder brush and I'm just gonna flick it away. Like, you don't belong there. The more that I blend the shadow, it like disappears in some areas. So I just have to like pack it on just to get that coverage. Alright, it is looking a little patchy. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like some holes where you can see my skin coming through right in the crease. So great. Fix that by packing on some more shadow, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we are definitely having some issues. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up. So blending the two shades together was a little bit harder than I thought it would be. The shades look pretty, but they are very patchy. So I'm gonna continue using the rest of the shades, and we're gonna create some eyeliner looks with those shades. My camera died, so I'm gonna be using my phone. It's not happening today. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the other shades, and we're gonna create an eyeliner moment. All right, that's looking pretty good. Look at all this fallout on my nose. So next, I'm going to use this really dark navy shade, and I'm going to go ahead and pack it on the outer wing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I honestly think that this look is looking really good. I like it a lot. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara, and then we're gonna move on to the lip gloss. All right, so I have went ahead and put on some mascara. So this is the final eye makeup look. Honestly, it looks really good. I like how it came out. The shadows are really nice. I will say that they are a little bit patchy in some areas, but the eyeshadow palette was $3, so it's not the best in the world, but I really like these colors. Like this baby blue one is my favorite. It's like a really pretty periwinkle. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the glitter liquid shadow because I have not used it on my eyes spatula applicator. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch this on my hand. Ooh, that is beautiful. This is so pretty. This is nice. So this is the swatch of this. It's very pigmented. So I'm gonna try and blend this out and see what happens. Ooh, that is so nice. So I would say that it is just like a glitter, actually. It's like a glitter paste. It did disperse a lot. Like the initial swatch was very pigmented and very thick, and then as I dispersed it and blended it out, you can definitely see my skin peeking through, but it's really pretty. I really like this color. So this is the color 24 karat gold. I do have the Stila glitter shimmer liquid shadow, and I will say that it is harder to blend, but it is a little bit more pigmented than this. When you do blend it out, it is really pretty, I have to say. All right, so next we are gonna go on to the final thing, which is the Lip Plumping Gloss. It is called the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. So this shade is like a nude, but it's more of like a pale pink. So I'm going to line my lips before I use this because I can already tell that it's going to be crazy light for me. So we're going to see how this performs. Doe Foot applicator. As light as I thought it was going to be, but it is pretty clear on this liner. Okay, so it does feel tingly. I feel a burning sensation. I want to smell it. It smells good. It smells yummy. All right, so we're gonna let that do its thing, and then we're gonna see how plump my lips get. I have tried the Too Faced lip injections, and they're not burning as much as that one made my lips burn, but I feel some burning sensation right now. So I guess I'm getting my money's worth. Like 20% of a difference out of 100. It looks really pretty. I like the gloss, but the difference is not that significant. All right, so this is the final look. So I'm gonna go ahead and wear this throughout the day, and we're gonna see how the concealer works, how the primer works, and then we're gonna see like how long the shadows last. I don't think they're not gonna last. Stay tuned to the end to see what I think about these products completely after the whole entire wear. It's been like half an hour, and I wanted to change up my makeup just a little bit because the eye look was a little bit too dramatic for where I was going. So I wanted to shorten the wings a little bit with some concealer, just like how I was doing when I cleaned up the liner a little bit with my LA Pro Girl concealer. So as I was doing that, I noticed that my wings have disappeared a little bit. So I tried to reapply some eyeshadow, and it just would not stick or stay. And then I found that it was like bunching up a little bit and like flaking off at literally the ends of the wing. My wings have holes in them. Okay, so I'm really sad about this because I was really rooting for this eyeshadow. But I guess it is what it is. So it's been 6 hours. My face still looks really good. I don't really have time to say anything really, but this is what is going on right now. My concealer is creasing a little bit. The eyeshadow hasn't really moved or anything. I don't think that it faded either. I still like how it looks, but I'm still having this little hole problem with these wings, but it's fine. So yeah, my face looks really good. Everything stayed on pretty well. It looks like kind of like the same as when I applied it 6 hours ago, so I'm happy about that. And the concealer is just doing what it usually does, so I think it's creasing as much as the other regular concealer, but it does, I don't know if it looks dry, but that's the powder. So I'm gonna check back in when I go home. Okay, so it's been 9 hours and I'm about to take off my face. So like I said, the eyeshadow didn't really fade. The primer, I think, did a good job, but I feel like my makeup looks like this without primer. So I don't know, but it's nice to have. Really cheap, whatever. I'm not a primer person, so I don't know. I just thought I would get it just to use it, just to try it out to see if I like it. I feel like it didn't really make a difference. Like I said, I feel like my pores look the same like as when I put it on. Oh, I forgot to talk about the brows. The brows didn't move either, so I really like that, and I did like the color of the brow pencil, so that's great. And the concealer, like I was saying, it creases as much as my regular concealer creases. It's just like it's gonna happen, but I am pleased with the performance of the concealer and the coverage of it. And the difference between the regular concealer and the hydrating concealer, I don't think there is much of a difference, just the shades. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. You can go ahead and follow me on my Instagram to see makeup shots of this look that I created and much more. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!